stack, right? And the track is really because at the heart of it, we're still about educating the people, and it's a track that you take as you grow and as you progress. You come out of university, you have a foundation, and with StackTrek itself, you can progress through your career and get better. That's your track. Stack is just a tech term for it.
Okay. I'm reading about the here in the press release, and it says here that you'll be having a Stack League. It's
Yes.
largest e-coding or eSports coding event.
Esports coding event. Yes. So actually, so Stack League. So Stack League is a part of StackTrek, and Stack League is our way of promoting and having coders, programmers, developers to be able to showcase their skills through a tournament. So the thing is, there are a lot of tournaments from time to time that you have to maybe pay a registration fee. The way you join perhaps is like there's a certain sort of exclusivity. So through Stack League, we want to be able to invite any type of coder, any level of coder to join for free.
Regardless of student.
Yes, regardless of student level. So the reason why we want to do that is because, like what Flo was saying earlier about StackTrek, is we want to be able to create that journey for everyone. So anybody who knows a level of coding will be able to join. So if you're high school and you want to join and you have a certain level of coding, you'll be able to go up against other level of coders. So you could actually, let's say, compete at a high school level, and if you win and beat against all these professionals, non-professionals, at least you'll be able to showcase and tell everybody else, it's like, hey, this is how good of a coder I am.
And the same thing as we said, it's not humans who assess who wins, it's the system. It's all AI driven or system driven, and that means when your results come out, there's no judgment or whatever based by a human being, which could be wrong. It's purely system, and it's immediate. So it's similar. It's the same technology that we use for helping the universities to assess the students. We now make it into something more fun, right? If you're good in basketball, you wouldn't want to play in a league. You would want to go to tournaments to test your skills. And the same thing Stack League is doing for coders. It doesn't really exist in the country. Nobody's doing it. You have hackathons, you have codathons, but there it's not about how good you are at coding. There it's about how good your idea comes about, right? It's a different focus. You could have a great idea, but it could be not so well coded. The skill of coding might not be as good. Right? So here, this is purely about
Skill.
how good am I, right? How good can I throw 3 throws, right? It isn't. There's a straightforward, clear-cut analysis of you're good at what you're doing.
But will you be screening the competitors, or just accept anyone who wishes to join?
We'll be accepting anyone actually who wishes to join. So the screening that will take place is when you actually start competing in the tournament. So again, to repeat myself, like yes, we do accept anyone. So for Stack League, we are expecting 1,000 competitors or participants to join the tournament. And what's going to happen for that tournament is that on the qualification round for August 3, so we'll have 1,050 participants there. So in that way, we'll be screening, we'll be competing in the finals round, which will happen on August 4.
Are you looking for something, anything specific that they should be coding in the competition?
So as Flo was mentioning earlier, we have the tools to be able to test these different participants. So the way that happens is that we actually test their different coding languages. So as much as possible, the type of coder you are, you'll be able to try and code a certain skill or problem through the language that you're comfortable with.
So it's language independent.
Yes.
Major languages are accepted. It is a set of problems that will be given to you that you need to now transfer into good. And it's going to be actually here in TechType.
Yeah. Can you tell us where it's going to be held?
So it's going to be held here at TechType. So it's going to be held at the trading floor. So the trading floor, we're converting it and we're calling it the Stack League Arena. So it's going to be the first esports coding Stack League Arena. And then that can hold as many coders as we want. And what we're doing for the Stack League competition on August 3 to 4, we're going to have 1,050 participants for that.
1,050.
Yes, 1,050.
Why that number?
So specifically that number because we want there to be enough participants to hold throughout different batches. And then from that, we're going to churn out and have top 300 for August 4 for the finals round.
Okay, it's no gender, no race,
Yes.
no only talent.
Yes. No gender, no race, no hierarchy, only skills.
Only skills and talent.
Yes.
And we've done this already in Iloilo for the Western Visayas region, and
Okay.
people come back and they're looking forward because what will happen is we will promote this across the whole country. So there could be regional competitions and then national, and eventually up to the national competition. So you can test yourself against your peers in your region, and then you'll come to Manila for the national. That's the future as we move
You
forward.
mentioned Iloilo, that's why I've been seeing a video of the Iloilo
Yes.
University.
Mhm.
So this is open also to, aside from here in Metro Manila, so from other provinces.
Yeah, we don't care, but we will eventually also bring the Stag League to them, right?
Okay, so really on tour.
Yeah,
So the reason why it's called Stack League is because we don't just want it to be a tournament because the connotation of a tournament is sometimes it will have an end. So with a league, we do want to have a series of tournaments. So it will be happening several times in a year so that like what Flo was saying earlier, we'll have regional and then we'll have national, which is why we have Manila. And of course, we'll be bringing this all together. So to answer as well again, that anyone can join.
So in the end, how many winners are you looking for? Or it doesn't matter?
well, at the end there's going to be
Only one.
there's going to be one, and of course there's second place or the third place. So, but, yeah,
So
who's the best among that day? Yeah.
so three
Yes.
placers, three winners.
Yes.
Anything else that you wish to add?
One of the things maybe we get, what is the appeal to developers and for everyone that has participated in Iloilo and for people we have talked here in Manila is it is something they're like, where was that when I was in university? Okay? It is something they like, and it's not a short event. You're not spending an hour or two. You're actually going to be 5 hours sitting there and solving multiple problems, right? And they love it, right? Every developer you will talk to is like, oh wow, it's really something that tests my skills. It's not about I have a great business idea. It's about what I have learned, what I love doing, how good am I at it, and that's why we feel it's absolutely overdue in the Philippines.
So you mentioned 5 hours. So the competition will be last for 5 hours.
The qualification round is short.
So the qualification round is shorter so that we have more simultaneous coders. So it will happen for 3 hours.
Then how many people per, is it a group or individual effort?
So it's going to be an individual effort.
Uh-huh.
Yes. But of course, for the qualification round, since it's 3 hours, so it's a more condensed, compressed type of testing. So it will be on August 4, on the finals round, that they'll be sitting actually to do coding for 5 hours.
And this will be the same format in the other regions.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So could you please invite our viewers to come if they're interested to join the competition?
Sure. So, Wazzup, Pilipinas?
Yes.
So, we'd like to invite you to join our competition, which will be happening on August 3 to 4. On August 3, this is where our qualification round will be happening. And on August 4, this will be our finals round. So, all you have to do is pre-register on stackleague.com. It is free. You can join at any level of coding. You can be high school, college, non-professional, professional, and as we were saying earlier, we do not look at race, age, gender, hierarchy. We only look at skill.
So there's how many levels? You said high school, college.
It doesn't matter to
It
us.
doesn't matter. So
You're
I
competing
could
among
keep the
everyone.
list going, but then definitely anyone can join.
As long as you're interested to test your skills and go for it.
And what will be the prize after all of this when you finally found the one?
The
What's
one for this tournament, yeah. The
one for this tournament. What will be his reward or the prize?
We're not disclosing that yet.
Yes. It will be a surprise.
Yeah.
Okay, surprise. So anyway, before we end this interview, we have an iconic shot On the count of three, you have to shout, "Wazzup, Pilipinas," at the same time, okay?
Okay.
Look at the camera now.
Right.
So, 1, 2, 3.
What's up, Pilipinas?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Publishing it.
As soon as I get internet connection.
You're editing it paano? Like cuts? Or
Uh,
just one go?
Parang wala naman tayo mali eh. If there's no mistake,
Hmm.
there's no mistake. So I can upload it correctly. You want me to edit it?
I mean, I don't think it's needed.
No?
Yeah, there's nothing.
But it's fine. I was looking at the camera while I was inviting.
Mm.
Yeah.
No need to add any